Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jerome Whitmore, coming to you guys on Martin Luther King Day. I'm home eating me a meal. I had the day off work. What I have here today, I have some baked chicken. I have some nice rice. And I have some greens with turkey in it. I had these delicious biscuits. Show you guys the delicious biscuits. And just show y'all this plate because I know y'all want to see this plate. Look at that. Chicken biscuits. I'm doing this video today because I put a little hot sauce on the chicken. Got a little hot sauce. Doing this video today just to talk about Martin Luther King Day. One thing I want to say about Martin Luther King Day, if you got a chance to stay off from work, if you got a chance to celebrate this wonderful day, it's something that you should do. Before I start to eat this food, I'm going to say my grace. I don't want to forget. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for this food that I'm about to receive. In your name I pray. Amen. Every Martin Luther King Day, I think about two things. I think about what it means for Martin Luther King Day and what he meant to African American people in general. I did a lot of years in school. I have 3 degrees, associate's degree, a bachelor's degree, and I have a master's degree. And I have studied both. I have studied Dr. King, I have studied Malcolm X. They both were great men. And one thing I like about Dr. King is he understood that, us as African American people in this country, we have to use our minds more than our fist or violence or our brawn. Because we make only a small percentage of this country. Out of 100% of this country, African American people, we only make up 12%. It's not many of us. It may seem like that because we all we all put together in different areas, and there's a lot of us in them different areas. But truly, we don't make up a lot of this country. Also, when I think about Martin Luther King, I think about the first time in my life when I first encountered racism. If you guys think about the first time you ever encountered racism, leave a comment, and share that with me. I'm gonna share my first time I encountered racism with you guys. So me and my cousin, we had to be young, maybe 8, 9, 10, somewhere around there. We was on our way to the barbershop, looking for a barbershop. Everything was closed. I remember I was riding my cousin on a bike, a Huffy. He was sitting down in the middle, and I was pedaling. And then found the barbershop, right down on Spring Garden Street in Philadelphia. Went to the barber. Barber said, "I don't cut you guys here." And it's the way he said it. It's not because he didn't have the skill to cut, black people here. He just said it because he didn't want to do it. That's the first time I encountered racism, and I never forgot it. So if you guys ever encountered, the first time you ever encountered racism, first time, share that comment below. And so I would like to know, just something to talk about on this Martin Luther King Day, because that's what it's all about. It's all about having equal opportunity in this country, which even though he died for those rights, we will never have equal opportunity in this country. African American will never have equal opportunity in this country. No matter how many degrees you get, it don't matter what you are, you will never be equal. You never will be equal standing in this country. The only thing you can do is get what you can get, do it the right way, take care of your family, take care of yourself, and live your life. I'm eating food now. Barbecue chicken, barbecue baked chicken. A lot of young people out there, I know you guys encounter a lot of racism, but you guys, have a lot better than what we had it growing up. Racism that we encountered was horrible. You guys don't remember having sitting behind the bus. I'm not that old. You don't remember that. You don't remember the stories and tales of having the white and black bathroom, white and black movies. Everything was white and black. You couldn't go into a white only bathroom. A lot of stuff you couldn't do back then. This wasn't that long ago. This is 2019, but we're talking about 1950s, 1960s, late 60s, before the 70s. It wasn't like that. So it wasn't too long ago where the racism was really bad here. You know, and a lot of young people don't know that history. They don't talk about it. Y'all more into the rap music and trying to integrate instead of knowing your history and your culture. And that's the truth. Y'all guys don't know. Y'all haven't experienced that racism and that hate. I wonder how many of you guys don't leave a comment behind it and tell me about the racism that you encountered. And I want to know. No matter if you're straight, you're gay, you're bisexual, whatever. Tell me the time you experienced racism. Your first time, and how did it make you feel? I didn't feel good. Even today, I have 3 degrees. I have an associate's degree in computer technology. I have a bachelor's degree in health science. I have a master's degree in business administration, an MBA. And I still don't have the same opportunities as a lot of other people have. Why is that? Not only do I have to have a whole bunch of degrees, which I have you have to go out and get, now they want us to have a whole bunch of experience to go with it. Sometimes you just get a job, you're the token black. It is what it is. You know, the racism in this country is strong. That's why Trump got elected. Trump didn't get elected because he knew politics. Trump was never a politician. Trump got elected because a whole bunch of white people voted. A whole bunch of Caucasians, they voted for Trump. And that's how Trump got in. He didn't get in because of what he can do and what he know, because he don't know anything. He was not a politician. He's a businessman. He's not a politician. He knows what he knows. A lot of people look at me and say, well, you know, Trump is a good businessman. It is what it is. He's just not a good politician. And what I'm going to say is maybe a little controversial. Trump do stuff because he think he's doing right. In his mind, he's doing the right thing, but he don't know any better. You're talking a man who was born into money, a lot of money. He doesn't know any better. He think he's doing the right thing because he really, honestly, he don't know. He says, he thinks to himself, I'm doing the right thing because that's all he ever was know. It's all he was ever around to do the things that he do. But he don't understand. He don't have any people around him to help him to understand the mindset of poor people, because he was never poor. How do you understand the mindset of a poor person if you was never poor? How could you understand the mind of a drug addict if you was never on drugs? How would you understand the mindset of an alcoholic if you never drunk? Can't. How do you understand what a black man go through in this country if you're not a black man? A lot of black women experience racism. Tell me about it. Tell me about the time you experienced, how it made you feel. What did you do? What did you do? What did you say? Did you just brush it off and kept moving, act like it wasn't nothing? Maybe you did that because you didn't know how to respond to it, the racism. You didn't know how to respond. You was probably shocked. You just walked away and you felt bad, but you probably thought about it for a minute. This is a great day. Never work on Martin Luther King Day. Just don't work. I know it's easy to say you got bills to pay. It is what it is. I understand you got bills to pay. But if you're in a situation, now I used to work on Martin Luther King Day, so I'm not gonna be a hypocrite and tell you guys don't work. I used to work on Martin Luther King Day, but you get to a point where you don't have to work, don't work. You don't have to work, don't work. Don't work. But if you have to work, you gotta pay your bills. It is what it is, because no one's gonna take care of yourself but you. My wife and I, we don't make a lot of videos because we work so much, so we don't make a lot of videos. So when I do come to you guys and I make a video and I put it out there, is because I have something to say. I'm not putting out no fluff, and I'm not here to just come on camera and eat anything just to talk about BS. If I come on camera and I take my time on my day to upload a video, then I got something to say. That racism mess is no joke. And I'm not saying go out there and hate anybody, because that's bad. But you have to understand where we came from. You have to understand that. Take a look at the Washington, D.C., that new African American museum. Take a look at it. They got the shackles from back when the slaves were down in that museum. You got we don't embrace our culture enough, African American people. We don't. That's including myself. I don't do it. That's something I need to change. We all caught up, African American, we caught up in rap, sports. Everybody want this sports team, win that sports team. I mean, I love sports too. But when it's all over, I don't feel sad because my team lost. I know some people feel sad. I was watching on TV, I think it was the NFC, NFC championship game. You see people in the stands crying. I'm not crying over these teams. They losing. Why? Because them sports players are going home to their multi-million-dollar homes. They're going home to their Rolls Royces. They're going home to their millions of dollars in their bank account. You really think they care? You really think they care about you? Think they care about if they lost? You really think they care? Only person that may, I mean, you know, after a while, yeah, but they don't really care. They brush it off after a little bit. They go they go back to the locker room. They get the little pep talk from the coach. They clean out their locker and they off. So I'm not crying over no sports. You know, I would like to see teams win, but it is what it is. End of the day. Like when I eat my food, I pray, but I'm not really a religious person. I do believe in God and all that, but I'm a religious person. But I'm not going to talk about that. We're talking about this racism. Barack Obama experienced racism. You know? A lot of Mexicans out there experiencing the racism. And most of them just trying to come over here to get a better life, but they can't get through the border. You know why they can't get through the border? It's not because of them. Most of the Mexicans that come over here through the border are good people. But within those caravans, within those groups, there's some people that are very not good. You got people you got bad guys trying to mix in with the good people. And that's the problem. Now those bad guys, they are harming the good people from coming over here, you know, to try to get asylum or try to come to build a better life for themselves. And that's the problem. That's the issue they face. That's why they can't come over. It's not because of racism. It's because you can't identify the good from the bad. The government cannot identify the good from the bad. That's the problem. But there's Martin Luther King's birthday. You know, all about celebration. Have you guys ever been in a march? You ever been like, I'm talking about the older people that's watching this video. Have you ever marched before for civil rights or any type of equality movement? I bring this up. A lot of the young people, they just do not understand about racism. They don't understand. Maybe because they got a lot of Caucasian friends or whatever, so they don't want to bring it up. They don't want to bring it up. You have to embrace who you are, and you have to embrace your people. You have to know your history. Green bean, little green beans right here. So, you guys, you know, take a minute, you know, in the comment section, just leave a comment and just talk about your, you know, share with the group. Share with the group. Share the first time you encounter racism. The first time, and how it made you feel, and what did you do? How did you respond? And again, you got a lot of African American people. We too busy committing violence and racism amongst ourselves. You know, every night on these streets in every city of this country, who's dying on the street? Black people. You ever hear in your city? Have you ever heard about Caucasian people getting shot and killed in your city? I never hear it. I live in the 5th biggest city in the country, Philadelphia. I don't hear very rarely, even poor white people. Even poor white people. I don't hear about poor white people getting shot on the street. I don't hear anything about poor white people getting shot on the street. I don't hear anything about rich white people getting shot on the street. But every night in every city is always black people. Now, maybe is that something the news is just want to put out there? They don't want to bring up poor white people getting shot? But I never hear about that. I never hear about white people. I never hear about them getting shot on the street. Never. And a lot of the poor white people live in black communities or Latino communities. They're all together. But I never hear them. Why is that? White people, Caucasian people, they own all the guns. They the ones who have all the guns. You ever go to a gun range? Me and my wife and I went to a gun range just to go have a day out, get some instructions and so, to go just to learn about handguns and things like that. So we go to the gun range. My wife and I were shooting, and you see all these people come down there. Caucasians, they come down with all these suitcases with all these guns. They had some special stuff in them suitcases with them guns. And I said to my wife, I said, you know something? If a war broke out, we're done. African American people done. We couldn't compare. We don't know nothing. We don't know anything about that kind of stuff. If the world went to an end, how many black people you know can go out there and be nature survivors? They can survive off the land, off nature. How many do you know? Well, not to get off topic. Talking about the racism and Martin Luther King Day and celebrating a great man. So, and what he did and what he meant, gave his life at a young age for us to get ahead, just to put a light on inequality in the United States. Good. That being said, I don't want to hold you guys up from celebrating this great Martin Luther King Day. So with that being said, please leave a comment and just share with the group about your experience, your first time experiencing racism and how you handled it. Share with the group, leave a comment, and I will make sure all comments are posted so everyone can see it. And just share your comment, let's talk about it. Hopefully it won't bring back any negative or dark feelings. But just bring it up, talk about it. It helps to talk with the group. So remember to hit the little bell in the top corner so you get notified from the Whitmores. Like, subscribe, and comment. Like, subscribe, and comment, please, on any video that's put out by the Whitmores. That being said, you guys have a safe and blessed night, and happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day to you and your family. Peace.